What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?
What is poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl DOPEaxxPANA. Today, guys, if you read the title, you guys already know why we are here. Today, I am going to be lightening my client's hair without using bleach. Her curls are absolutely amazing, and she is 100% natural. She did a big chop, I think, about 2 years ago, and has just grown her hair out since. And so, yeah, today we're going to be using Cream of Nature and lifting her hair, like I said, without using bleach. But I do want you guys to tune in because in order for us to get to the finished look, we did have to go in with bleach, guys. This was an absolute fail. And I want to talk about this because this is actually a service that is highly requested from me from my naturals. She is not the first person who asked me to do this method, and I watched a couple YouTube videos and I'm like, okay, you know, maybe this can be a thing, maybe it can't, but I did definitely want to try for her. And so I'm gonna insert a picture in so you guys can see what her result or her goal was that she wanted and how I tried to get there. So guys, these are the two inspiration pics that she showed to me, and instantly looking at it, I knew that this was probably not going to be achievable not using bleach, but I definitely understood that my client is 100% natural. She went through a big chop journey, and she was like really honestly terrified of just ruining her curl pattern that she worked so hard to get. So this is actually just like a really big fear of a lot of my natural clients, and that's the reason why they asked me not to use bleach, because obviously that is one of the risks that you run by using bleach is, you know, damaging your hair if it's not done correctly or not done by a professional. But one thing I tell my clients all the time is that I can definitely lift your hair in a healthy way, especially like if we do it in sessions, or if you're not going for like a super pale platinum blonde. This is definitely achievable without damaging your curls. I have done it before multiple times, and this is just something that I have studied and I have you know, went to school to learn how to do. So please, 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 if you are a 100% natural, always go to a licensed professional for any type of coloring services. When you start trying to do things at home or do things yourself, you do run the risk of damaging your hair and damaging your curls. But any professional who has really studied their craft or has been licensed should be able to really take care of, you know, your curls and your natural curl pattern while using bleach. And so that's just one of the things that I really wanted to stress in this video. So I am going to show you how I went through with this Cream of Nature and how I basically lightened her hair to what it got to using this. I'm going to show you those results, and then I'm going to show you guys how I went in and fixed it. So I'm using 3 different Cream of Nature colors, which literally made no difference. I'm using a honey blonde, a pale blonde, and a platinum blonde color. But like I said, it really didn't make any difference. So basically, guys, what this is doing is just lightening your hair with developer. And when you do that, you will be able to lighten your hair slightly, maybe 1 or 2 levels, but it's not really going to get lighter than that. So this is actually just going to be able to turn out to be like a really dark, like, you know, chocolate brown type color, but it's really not going to get any lighter than that. In order for it to get lighter than that, you will need to use bleach to do that. And so like I said, going into this, I really already knew that, but I was like, well, let me just try this because like I said, this is a service that is highly requested. And so yeah, I just wanted to try it out and just kind of see what would happen. So for this technique that I'm using, because I'm not really highlighting, I'm just really pulling her individual curls, and I'm kind of just painting her curls individually. I'm not doing any weaving or foiling. I like doing this on curly head girls because I feel like it just definitely gives it a really natural look, and it's a lot easier and quicker than me actually parting and, you know, doing highlights out. But I am going to use a different technique when I go in with the bleach, so just hang tight and I will show you guys how I did that yeah, at the end. So guys, I'm really just gonna zoom through this part because, I mean, like I said, all I'm literally doing is pulling her individual curls and putting them in foil. So I'll let you guys just watch me zoom through this just so you guys can see the technique that I'm using. But one other thing that I want to say is, especially when you're a licensed professional, I'm always very transparent with my clients. So before this service even started, I let her know that, you know, the look that you're going for, you will probably need bleach to achieve, but I will definitely try to lighten without using bleach for you today, and we'll just see kind of where we would get or whatever. But I also let her know, like, you know, this is my first time ever trying this, so I don't know, maybe we will be able to like get to where you want to get, but I'm always just very transparent with my clients, just to let them know, so that, you know, going into it, their expectations, they know, you know, they know what to expect out of this. Like, it may or may not get there, and that's just the God honest truth. And I never did it before, so I'm like, I don't know, like, maybe there is something that I don't know about, and this will be like something amazing, because, you know, people always watch YouTube videos and they're like, well, I saw it on YouTube, well, like, I saw this on YouTube. Okay, these people are not licensed professionals, like, and I'm telling you what it's gonna be, you know. But this is the one time where I was like, well, let me try. So at this point, I just kind of took a little bit of whatever product I had left and kind of just painted her curls that were left out at the very bottom. I just wanted to give it a little pop of color, but not anything too crazy. And then I went in and I took off her foils, and yeah, I'll show you guys in a second what that color actually ended up looking like. So here you guys can see what the color lifted to with some of the foils pulled off. I did use different colors for each foil, so I'm not sure which one this is that made it really light, but some of it turned like a couple shades lighter, some of it only one shade lighter. But it was at this moment that I told her, you know, it's definitely not going to be like the picture that you wanted, and I let her know, like, you know, we can go back in tomorrow with some bleach and I can hit you with some highlights and I can get you that look that you want. And at this point, she was really just like, you know, whatever you recommend as a stylist, like, I'm rocking with. And you know, I just made her feel really comfortable about it. So we decided to go in the following day and use bleach. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the clip of where we started on day 2. All right, so boom, here we are on day 2. She literally gelled her hair back into a ponytail, so I feel like it just looks kind of crazy right now. But I did the same sectioning that I always do for my highlights. So guys, because she wants a honey blonde, I definitely knew that we could achieve this color without damaging her curls. So basically, I just did traditional highlights how I always do them. I have done multiple highlights videos on my channel, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but if I find one, I'll definitely link it in the top right section for you guys. And I did highlights. So looking at this right now, I know you're like, Pana, her hair looks crazy, right? I know that, but it's just because part of her hair is wet and part of her hair is dry. But I did do a, I did like a partial highlight because I didn't put a lot of pops of color, but I just wanted just enough that when her hair was curled, you'll be able to really see that color in there. So you guys can already see that it's nice and yellow and there's pops of color in there with the brown that was already there. So I went ahead and toned this with Paul Mitchell 7N and 7G, and that was really just going to give me this nice beautiful honey blonde look. So this was actually our finished look from day 2. This is a combination of the lightening without bleach and then those pop of highlights that I put in. For the lightener, I used Blonde Me with 20 volume, and I used Olaplex. I also did an Olaplex treatment on her at the bowl, just so that she was leaving super hydrated from this color service. And we left some black in there just for dimension, and I absolutely love the way that this turned out, guys. And as you guys can see, her curls look motherfucking popping, period. Make sure you guys find a professional to do your hair, guys. Stop doing the DIY when it comes to chemical services. I promise you guys, you will like thank yourselves later in the long run. Please do not damage those beautiful tresses. I'm also going to throw in the TikTok that we recorded on this, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in my next video.
What you mean you don't know Pana? She's dope. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean?